Hi everyone. Now, this Oxide character in Crash Team Racing and other Crash Bandicoot games, he represents the UFOs come in just like this does right here. And the aliens come in. That's why that new Independence Day movie is coming out. And in this Jaguar advert it says, "How alive are you?" Meaning that most people aren't totally alive because they're being brainwashed. And they're not living their lives properly because they're so obsessed with their phones and texting and stuff. Even in the Daredevil TV series, Kingpin says people were too distracted by looking at videos of cats and texting, or something along those lines. He says anyway. But anyway, the Jaguar is in this Magnum advert as well, and it's because the Illuminati and the Egyptians worship cats, and a jaguar is a cat. Just like a panther is a cat as well. The Black Panther is black, but also this woman's wearing black. It represents the darkness coming. And obviously, whatever this is, it's either a panther or a jaguar. Well, this is black as well. Then she just stuck her tongue out like a serpent, like the serpent in the Garden of Eden. And this probably like represents like Japan rising up and stuff. And like the fire here for like all of the chaos and the fire that is going to come in real life. But also like the fire that's in hell as well. Oh, did you see that? Paris, the Eiffel Tower, representing the Paris attacks. And then this tiger represents not just Wonder Woman's tiger, but also like Shere Khan in the Jungle Book. Remember, Shere Khan also represents Mighty Kublai Khan. Now these trees here, they probably like represent like the tree of knowledge and the tree of life and things like that. And here, the eagle is coming. Look, I'm not definitely sure if this is an eagle, but it looks like one anyway. And it represents this thing right here, this eagle. And this shark is represented in the Jaws movies. And then you see like all of like these business people representing the elite. Now this could either represent the gates of heaven or the gates of hell. I'm not sure. Again, these cars in the background are all black. Even these guys are wearing black suits. Now, this wolf, he's a dog. Now, just like the wolves in Game of Thrones, but also just like the dogs, like the zombie dogs in I Am Legends and Resident Evil, but also like the dogs that you need to get into heaven. Now here, this represents the little horn because he's got horns, but it could also represent Satan because Satan has horns as well. Remember it, like the Minotaur in the Narnia film represents the same thing. Even when you have to defeat that ox type thing in Spyro the Dragon, I can't remember what exactly it was. You have to defeat an ox in one of the Spyro games anyway. I think it's the second one, Gateway to Glimmer. But anyway, that ox in that Spyro game, it represents the same thing as well. This. There's your Aslan type character. Your Jesus type character.
Release the beast.
Well, you don't really need to tell. You don't really need me to tell you what this means. It means release the beast from the bottomless pit, from the abyss. Release the devil.
Dare to go double with Magnum double chocolate. Our most indulgent Magnum.
We're not supposed to indulge in things because that's satanic. Now, the M. Turn it upside down and you get a W for World War III. Remember the M in the McDonald's logo as well? And the M in the Morrison's logo? And then it says for pleasure seekers. Now, we're allowed a little bit of pleasure in life, but not too much, otherwise it becomes satanic. Right, look. This polar bear. It represents, if I can find it, God's sake, represents this bear right here with China rising up. So, that represents that. Just like this Bearminator boss in Crash Bash represents like China rising up as well. The bosses that you defeat in the Crash Bandicoot games, they always rise back up in future games. Look, I'm not sure if this like bear is the same one as that, but it looks that way to me. Well, it represents the same thing anyway. This represents the woman riding the beast. You see, this represents like the robots coming, like the Transformers, and like the robotic voices like Friday and Jarvis. And sees in a submarine, and they usually store nukes in submarines sometimes. So even this like polar bear on this lemonade, right, represents China rising up as well. The feet of a bear. See how he's got got one foot on this ice cube and he's got the other foot on the penguin. Even in this Coca-Cola advert, these polar bears represent China rising up as well. It's even the same in this Google Doodle, remember? China rising up.